Hello friends, welcome to Costing Tips and Tricks with KSJ Teaching. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you do not miss out on the important tips that I'm going to share in this series. And do not forget to like the video and share it with your friends, right? Do like the video, guys. That is a sort of inspiration for us. Okay, so the tip is going to be, what is the tips are in this part? So the tip is again related to EOQ. A very small tip, but an important things that you need to remember and where the students have been often committing the mistakes. What is the formula for EOQ? The formula for EOQ is 2 into A into O divided by C, where A is the annual requirement. Now I'm going to talk something about the A. A is the annual requirement. A is annual requirement of raw material. So two things that you need to remember and where institute can confuse you. One is you have to focus on this annual requirement, that we are talking about the annual requirement. In the question there is a possibility that there might be given a monthly or a quarterly or a semi-annual requirement. You have to convert it into an annual requirement. The second thing that you need to remember is that we are calculating the requirement of the raw material, and there is high possibility that institute will give you the requirement of the finished good also, right? So if you have the finished good requirement and you take it, the question will be absolutely wrong, and I have seen people doing it, right? So read the question very carefully. This was the first one. The second is when we talk about the C. When we talk about C, that is carrying cost. C means carrying cost per unit, carrying cost per unit per annum. So now here again the institute will give you the carrying cost per unit, but here instead of per annum the institute will give you the per month or per quarter. So you have to convert it into per annum and do not take it as such. Okay, so these are the two important points, the tips that you need to remember. Write these down in the notebooks and you have to revise it multiple times so that these points are imbibed, that whenever there is a question of EOQ in the question, you have to first see these points, that are we taking it correctly? Are we taking the annual requirement? Secondly, are we taking the annual requirement of the raw material only and not the finished good? Second is carrying cost per unit per annum is to be taken. Okay, so these are the two things that you need to remember. See you guys with the next tip in the next part. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you so much.